about an update on Barker and did that
I
deal
knew you were
with
going to
Florida
ask me
center
that.
back?
I think she's day to day. We'll see her today. We were off on Monday. We were off yesterday. She was starting her progression in practice on Tuesday and Wednesday. So progression means day to day. Hasn't been cleared yet, but it was good to see her out there on the floor on the bike.
But did the Florida deal set her back more, obviously?
Yeah,
Having
absolutely.
Florida? Okay.
Yes.
When you look at Mississippi State, they've had a lot of success the last 3 weeks. Did anything change when you look at film with that team in the last 3 weeks?
No, I mean, what changes is you just understand how good they are. They have 5 players on their team who have scored over 1,200 points in their career. That is scary. Everybody on the floor is a weapon. You look in one game, it's Jessica Carter, and then in the fourth quarter, somebody else shows up, and then another game there's somebody else who's leading them, and then in the fourth quarter somebody else shows up. So what it says to me is that they have 5 players on the floor at all times who can score. Sam has done a great job of identifying who they are and playing to their style. They get to the free throw line. They rebound the ball really well. We've got to be really, really sound defensively, and we've got to be able to score. They're really a really good at defensive team. They're aggressive on both ends of the ball. But when you have that many players on the floor at any given time that can just go get a bucket, it's going to really stretch your defense.
Just how nice is it to be back home again before you hit the road after that?
No, really good. Anytime we can be at home playing in front of our fans, sleeping in our own bed, it's been really good to be in Reed and to just, have the comfort of being at home.
You spoke last week about using the bye, a few days of the bye to work on yourself. So what areas of the team's game did you analyze to work on over the last couple of days?
I think just defensively worked on a couple of things. Offensively, making sure we had a good understanding with the different lineups that we're playing now. We've put a lot of different lineups on the floor that aren't always used to playing together with Jania's absence, with MJ's absence. Getting some reps at that. Getting back to some pace things, some fundamental things that I thought we had some slippage in some areas.
And then how has the team responded to not having to play a midweek game and been able to recover more fully physically?
I think they've been good. We spent a lot of time in the film room. We've spent a lot of time on the floor. They've accepted, the things that we have talked about, and are looking forward to getting back out there playing.
Not exactly what you want with the win, loss, but what does it say about your group that after a loss you're able to bounce back and not carry that into the next game?
I think it says that they can lock in. We need to be able to lock in for longer periods of time. So the word that keeps coming back to us is just consistency in doing that. This league is a hard league. You look around and who's winning and who's losing games. Every game's going to be a dogfight, but we can't put ourselves in a position to put ourselves behind because of things we're doing on our end that are not indicative of who we are and how we play. And I think in at least 2 of our losses, that's been the case. We can't be the ones who are detrimental to our own success.
What's the challenge of playing a team that it maybe feels like it's starting to turn the corner and it's going to come in here with a lot of confidence? And I guess, juxtaposing that with, like you said, you guys are able to lock in, but still maybe trying to find that consistency and, building up that confidence within yourselves.
Yeah, well, that is going to be the challenge, right? They're playing really well. Had a really tough game last night at Kentucky and took it to overtime and figured out how to win that game. And so they've got a level of confidence and toughness and just experience that jumps out at you when you watch them. And so we've got to make sure that we are building towards those same things and find consistency in doing it. So, I think they're very aware of how good Mississippi State is. They're also very aware of where we are and where we need to be and where we are in conference standing. It's really jumbled up right there in the middle. And so we have an opportunity to take the next step in the right direction, but it's not going to be easy. And I think they're ready for that.
You talk about consistency several times, but you look like take, for example, the Florida game. Are you getting the kind of effort that you need to win those type of games? I know you usually look, your team is playing hard, but are you getting the effort that you feel that you need to win these type of games?
We're just not playing smart. We're in foul trouble. We're having to sit people because of foul trouble. We're not making the right decisions offensively at times, and it's inconsistency because you look at our game against Missouri Thursday, and we made every right decision we could make offensively, and then we come out 2 days later and we don't do that. So it's a level of consistency and lock-in, and just we're continuing to mature that we've got to learn how to handle.
And if you reach the point, you know, the season's coming along, you got about 10, 11 games, but you're gonna
Yeah.
reach a point where you get over that hump, am I right?
We need to, yeah. You know, we need to get over that hump. At the same time, the answer to your question is yes. We're also talking about a team who won 5 games last year. So, you know, we are having to learn to grow through those things. And is it going to always be pretty? No, but this is where we are and the next step that we're taking. But that is the push. That is the conversation. Does it need to happen? Absolutely.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you.